I don't think that Celeste killed Hifumi, but I think that Celeste made a plan with Hifumi to create all of that robot story. But I think that it was just, you know, to create something fun, to have fun, to play with our guys. And Celeste herself was surprised of Hifumi getting killed. I think that they got trapped by their own trap. And also, I think that maybe we missed a body. In fact, maybe Hifumi is not the only one dead right there. That was the bloody discovery announcement. The body discovery announcement. When 3 or more people discover a body after a murder, that's what plays. Well, there you're 3. And since we just heard it, that means... It must mean, Hifumi, someone killed him. One of us. One of us? And look at that! When Celeste said that, she pointed to something. Something on the floor. Something that had also been on the floor after the last 2 surprise attacks. But that's, you know, it's the hammer. You know, during the editing of the previous episode, remember that into the artistic classroom, we had hammers, a lot of different hammers. I think that they are coming from that place. If I'm visiting the artistic place, you know, the arts classroom, we're gonna find that 3 hammers are missing. You'll see. Justice hammer number 3. Hifumi and Celeste took these hammers into the art classroom. They want... maybe not the hammers. Yes, the hammers. They wanted to make a joke with the robot. Her, because she considers that this place is great and she wanted to have fun. Him, because he likes to write stories. These 2 were close to each other. They wanted to create all of that little story for all of you guys, and they were trapped into their trap. That's my theory for now. It's an even bigger than the other 2. I want to visit the art classroom. It's coming from it. Just as I suspected. One strike from that, and you are finished. Then the killer. There can be no doubt the suspicious individual... No. Going by what Hifumi called him, the culprit must be Robo Justice. No, I don't think so. And I'm not even sure that it's someone... No one saw him except for Celeste and Hifumi. You know, also into the rec room, we had a closet. I don't know how to say it. Yes, a closet that we couldn't open. I'm pretty sure that inside we had a robot. I mean, that costume. Whoever is hiding in that costume is the one that killed Hifumi. But wait, you saw him on the 3rd floor, right? Running back into the hall. She lied! She was trying to buy time! So how did he end up in the nurse's office? You're not saying they, like, teleported or something, right?
Are you okay with this?
We can figure that part out later. Right now, we have to tell the others. See? You're feeling weird about that question, Celeste. You're right.
So then...
Then shall we go? Ina, snap out of it.
Huh?
Are you okay, Ina?
Sorry.
I'm not sure I can move right now. I'm feeling kinda... This is a problem. We can't just leave Ina here alone. Okay, then I'll go get everyone. You stay here with Ina. And remember that we have also all of that story about the laptop missing. Someone took the laptop in which we have Shiro, AI, all of that. And we had Hifumi being in love with her. And we had also Taka, who wanted to talk with Mondo into it, all of that. Very well, I'll leave it to you then. Okay, I'll be back soon. I tried to sound confident and upbeat, but I still hadn't stopped trembling from what I just been through. Everyone else is already on the 3rd floor. I have to hurry. This is where everyone was chasing after the suspicious individual. Where was he headed? He headed further down into the hallway. He ran off, going further down the hallway. Way into the back of the hallway? It means what? Right there? They're not here? Me? I want to visit that place because I think the hammer they were here, no? See! What did I say? Hammer missing. Oh, but oh, fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hammers missing. Ah, we're still missing one. There are wooden mallets hanging on the wall. If I had to guess, I say... You're not gonna... Oh, but no, it's not the right time for me to guess that the hammers are coming from there. But see, I knew that they were coming from here. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Or not. Like, really, I went on the wrong direction at the beginning. Huh? As far as I can tell, there's nobody here. But still, I feel some kind of presence. Yeah, I'm sure I can feel someone's presence. This presence, is it coming from over there in the back? Where? Ah, wait. No, that is to leave, no? Ah no, it's another place. The one that I didn't, I couldn't visit. I leaped through the doorway, and when I did, I found another nightmare. Someone else is dead. Another body. That was my suspicion. The second nightmare of the day was waiting here, there to greet me. With the 5th hammer, the one missing. Knew it. It's Taka! There in a pool of his own blood. Oh no, Taka. Taka and Hifumi? The 2 guys who wanted to take the laptop. Chapter 3. Okay, Taka is dead. Taka is dead. I need my stylo. Taka is dead. I made, you can't see it, but I made interrogation pen with Taka, with Kyoko, and with Yashuhiro, the clairvoyant guy, because I suspected that one of these 3 would be killed also like Hifumi. Taka's body discovered in the equipment room. I was witness to 2 nightmares, one right after another. But because you're the only one, it's not gonna be announced. No? It's 3 people, they need 3 people to announce a dead body. No, they want nightmares. This is harsh reality. The true nightmare is this reality, the reality I have to face every day. But still... Ah! We have the 2 of you here and Toko on the floor. Toko, it's because of the fact that she saw blood. And the 2 of you. But you're not gonna say anything? Taka. Damn it! Why did this happen? The hammer. The number 5 missing. Another hammer. Now it's Justice Hammer number 4. I know. Wait! I said that 5 hammers are missing. We just discovered the number 4. Oh, wait. We're gonna have the number 5 missing at some point. Another one. It's even bigger than before. Is that suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka too? Toko? Don't tell me Toko too. No, she's not dead. She saw blood. Relax. She just passed out when she saw the blood. That's what I said. The blood? Oh, that's right. When Toko is... Toko, she has a fear of blood, right? We've tried everything to get her to wake up, but no luck. Just leave her be for now. It's like he said, I should just leave her alone for now.
However...
But why? Oh, no, wait, her voice. Why is it Justice Hammer 4? What do you mean? Celeste was attacked with Justice Hammer 1, then Hifumi was hit with Justice Hammer 2. But this time it was Justice Hammer 4. What happened to number 3? Oh, you don't know, Sakura. Ah!
What?
What's the matter? Well, when you mentioned Justice Hammer 3, you just reminded me.
What?
Out with it. Do you know something? Actually, Taka is not the only one that's been killed. Hifumi is dead too.
What? Hey!
Hifumi has been killed? Yeah.
I see.
Which is why you came to get us. Then we'd better go check it out.
Damn!
Of course, come on! And you're gonna leave that body here with Toko on the floor like... Oh, okay, we're really gonna do that. So Sakura, Byakuya and I rushed out of the physics lab. You're gonna let that body all by himself? Like... But as soon as we were out of the physics lab...
Oh,
Ah! Celeste, aren't you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office? Something has come up. Well, I heard. Hifumi is dead, right?
indeed.
Well, that is not all. It is gone. Huh? What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared? Hifumi's body has disappeared. What?
What did you say?
What are you talking about? It's disappeared? Don't be ridiculous.
Come on.
Are you serious?
What?
What the heck is happening here?
Hey!
Everyone back to the nurse office. No! Back to this place into the physics lab. Because Hifumi already disappeared, you don't want for Taka to disappear. Eyo, connect your brain, Sakura. Oh, but connect your brain, all of you. I'm tired. They're all stupid. I practically leapt down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I reached the nurse office, completely out of breath. And where is he now? Huh? I couldn't believe my eyes. Hifumi's body was there just a few minutes earlier. It just disappeared? Me and Celeste went to the bathroom, but we were only gone for like a minute. Why did you go to the bathroom? You're left alone with a body and a mission, and you're choosing that moment to go to the bathroom? And then when we got back...
Indeed.
This must be the work of the culprits. They must have come and carried the body away. They must be really enjoying this. Did we check his pulse, Hifumi? Did we check his pulse? We're sure that he was dead right there. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. You're talking about yourself! She's talking about herself. But Hifumi, is he truly dead? Monokuma announced him as dead. He announced that someone was dead. Maybe, in fact, it was Taka's death that he announced. He announced that someone was dead, not Hifumi. And Taka's body was discovered by Byakuya, Sakura, and Toko, so 3 persons. So clearly, he could have announced Taka's death, not Hifumi. I'm still thinking that Celeste and Hifumi, they are playing together. But the hammer number 4... Oh, I don't know. We're all going to die here. Yes, little Osima, don't answer to me. But I have that theory. Just know that I have that theory for now. Everything... Like, Celeste was so suspicious at the end of the previous episode, I can't help myself to suspect her of something. If she's not the killer, she tried to do something with Hifumi, like, something is wrong with all of that story. We're going to die, just like those guys died. And she said that she wanted to have fun, she wanted to entertain people. Oh, come on.
What did you say?
I don't believe this. I don't believe a body would just disappear. Me neither.
Why?
First, there were 2 murders, and now one of the bodies has been taken. This is unnatural. Did she know, Celeste, that Taka died?
Huh?
Hold on. What do you mean 2 murders? Celeste, I want Celeste's
Ina.
reaction. Taka's been killed. We found him in the equipment room. Celeste?
No way!
It can't be! Taka too! It can't be!
No!
Celeste? I want Celeste's reaction. Hina, calm down. We're all gonna die, all of us! They're gonna kill all of us! We didn't say to Celeste that Taka died, did we? Wait, it happened just 5 minutes ago, Laura. Please try to remember. She came to see us to announce us that something happened, but we didn't tell her that Taka died. Then, who might be the next target? Toko? Huh?
What?
I completely forget. She's still unconscious in the equipment room. When I say that you are fucking stupid, you left Taka's body just after Celeste announced you that Ifumi's body disappeared. You didn't think that maybe if truly it's a murderer, that maybe the murderer would also take his body. You're also stupid.
Well,
You left her at the scene of the crime? Oui, you just care about Toko and not about Taka. Celeste? We didn't have a choice. She passed out and she refused to wake up.
huh?
So she's still unconscious.
Damn.
Wait, so you knew she was still up there and said nothing? Why? That annoying little insect that clings to me wherever I go would be better off without her.
Bastard!
Calm down, you forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone stop fighting! Right now we need to hurry back. And each time it's from one floor to the third floor, from the first floor to the third floor.
Huh?
I can't take this anymore. I don't want anyone else to die.
Damn.
Byakuya, if something happened to Toko, I'll never forgive you. Nothing happened to her. I don't think so. But I think that Taka's body disappeared as well. Or not. Wait. Before clicking, what do I think? If I'm right about my theory about Celeste and Hifumi messing with you guys, Taka's body is still there. If really the person who murdered Hifumi, truly murdered him and took his body, he should have taken Taka's body as well. We shout out of the nurse office and bolted up the stairs heading back to the third floor. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed. And when we got there, Taka's body is not there anymore. Right there, it's not Celeste who took Taka's body. Yes, Taka's body. It can be Hifumi. If I'm right about Hifumi not being dead, I think that it's Hifumi who took his body. Who do we have left? Being alive. We have Toko. Toko was on the floor. We have Ina. Ina was with us. We have Kyoko. We miss Kyoko since a long time now. Sakura, she was with us. Byakuya was with us. Celeste was with us. Yasuhiro, the clairvoyant guy, is missing. Kyoko and Yasuhiro, they are missing, both of them. And I keep that idea that maybe Hifumi is not dead, was not dead. Celeste gained time for him to prepare his fake death and scream. I don't know. So many people missing, yes. Toko. Thank God you're okay. Taka is missing, Makoto. But right away I noticed there was something very different here. It was gone. Ah, Up. Right there, someone dragged the body. Earlier with Hifumi, we didn't have these marks, you know, like someone dragging the body, no? I want to see that place again. It was good. Taka's body, which should have been right there, had disappeared. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? No, it's not an hallucination. I know I saw it before. And what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before.
Huh?
What? Are you saying Taka disappeared too?
Stop talking.
Stop saying disappeared. It didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously, whoever did this has hidden the body. But why would they do that? Well, the hammers, did they disappear as well? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Anyway, our costumed suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. Why is? She said is? Why do you think that the suspect is an is? Is, she said. Is, she said.
Huh?
We gotta hurry up and catch him! You as well, you're saying him is... Because for you it's a superhero justice robot, and for you it's an him justice robot? If it's a robot, for me it's an it. Before he kills all of us!
Not possible.
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that. Where is Kyoko? I want to check with Kyoko. I'd suspect the towns won't, except for if it's Celeste. Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies?
Well...
When Hifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the third floor.
It is so.
After what, we split up into 2 groups. And now this time you all came here as a group from the nurse office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. It's too easy. It's too fucking easy to suspect them. Meaning that it's not that. It's neither of them. None of them. Hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Yes, I'm beginning to have a crush on her as well. Perhaps you are in love? Ah, okay, we're making it official. That's not it at all. Oh! Ça bégaye fort. I don't know how to translate that in English, but clearly the hesitation with the word right there at the beginning.
That's fine.
Well, anyway, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi.
Let's see.
Which means the suspicious individual we're looking for can be none other than Hiro. It's not him, he's too stupid to do that. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Oh, that's right. There's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
That's right.
As long as that rule is in place, there will not be a 3rd murder if they were to break that rule.
Shing!
At Mincia, without a second thought, Mincia, Grandia, turn you into paste. By the way, did you know that fish paste can also refer to shellfish like shrimp or crabs? Indeed.
Let's see.
So since 2 people have been killed, there is no possibility of any more.
Perhaps.
You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toko was never in danger. I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without her, though.
In other words...
Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. And Kyoko and Hiro to inform them of what happened? No? The 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it, is Hiro. But is he really the killer? Nope. And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go?
What?
Hey Makoto, what's the matter? No, it's nothing. Whatever. We need to find those bodies, or our little narrative here can't move forward.
So then,
Very well, then let us split up and begin searching.
but
There is no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case. Except if I'm right about thinking that Hifumi is not dead.
'cause I mean,
I know that, I think I do, but... And we still miss one hammer, remember? I saw into the artistic room, you know, that we have 5 hammers missing.
Hina.
If you're still nervous, I'll come with you.
huh?
Okay, thank you. No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. I want to check my thing about the rec room. Where is the rec room? I can't remember. The rec room, I remember a closet that we couldn't open before. And I'm wondering if into that closet, am I gonna find the robot or the body? Here. Next to the art room. No. First, I remember... No. Wait. That! I remember that! It's a locker. Yes, that locker. It doesn't seem especially important right now, so I don't need to open it. For me, maybe we can hide something into that closet. Fuck you. Really? I thought that it could be something important. Celeste. Was she really attacked with this Justice Hammer 1? No, she was not attacked! But what the heck is with this thing? For me, she was not attacked. You still think that she was attacked. I don't think that she was attacked, but you think that she was attacked. Do I need to stay on the 3rd floor? I'm gonna go into the art room and to see if I can make Makoto see the thing about the hammer, but I'm pretty sure that it's gonna tell me no once again. Ah, you're there, you? Okay.
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that?
Huh?
Where could 2 dead bodies have disappeared too? Can you check that? It's a locker, but there's nothing too remarkable. Okay, once again, you're telling me that it's a closet and that I can't find it. A locker? Like for the rec room? Ah! I can't open it! Huh? The door must be locked. Ah, mais non! Sakura,
Damn.
help me! Mais non, Sakura, help me! The door is closed! Normally it's not closed. Ah, suddenly it's closed! I can't have access to the hammers anymore. Do I see keys? Do I need to search for keys? The wall, the monitor, the statue, the camera, okay. No, there is nothing else right there that I can check where to find someone. Tell Sakura to punch it in. I thought that I could... You know, once I discovered that I couldn't open it, I thought that by talking with one of them,
Huh?
I could tell them, hey, oh, it's locked. Now it means that it's not here, that I need to get out. Meaning, like, into the physics lab, there is no possibility that we missed something right there. I want to check the... Right there we have lockers as well, no? Ah, maybe not. No, we have no lockers here. Can I check the scene of the crime once more? Toko is still there, okay. Right there, see, someone dragged a body. So that's why I think that Taka is alive. He's alive, he's really dead. Nothing but a blood stain. Oh, you're really not taking the right information, Makoto. You're annoying me a lot. Because it means that I'm gonna be forced to come back at some point. Toko, we're not gonna wake her up, right? Okay, so it means that I need to leave the floor, because right there on that floor, I don't think that by checking the 2 classrooms, I'm gonna find something. Makoto!
Come on.
Why are you standing? Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Me? Are they just kidding me? I tried to open the door and I couldn't. You mean?
Indeed.
I found them. I was into the fucking art classroom. I couldn't open the repository, and you managed to open it? Hifumi and Taka's bodies has both been hidden in the repository. How did you open the door? How?
Goodbye.
I have already told Ina and Sakura. Well, go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository? I tried to open it. I don't understand. Maybe I was too soon into that room for the game? Are the bodies here somewhere? Yes, right there! Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned, and this time it turned. I guess it's unlocked. I don't understand. Then I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw... What? Okay, so Hifumi is really, really dead. We're sure of that. The 2 bodies that had disappeared were right there. With the hammers missing. 1, 2, 3. Ah no, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hammers missing. So okay, we found all of them. Not 5, 4. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
And so here we are!
It's the Monokuma
Without further ado,
file.
let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen.
What?
It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting for
Now,
you.
make sure to investigate with all your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later.
Well then, now that we've found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprits.
What the heck?
Hold on! How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead, gone forever, they're never gonna come back. Awful, this is all just too awful. Ina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Ifumi's lifeless body. Who would do this?
Why?
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 Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Ifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. Show her tears on his blood. is not dead. This wasn't.
He's alive again?
The stupidity of that question. The level of stupidity of that question.
Where am I?
You killed Taka. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I know that you killed Taka.
Cold.
No?
So cold. Is winter coming?
Always.
Hifumi, wake up!
Huh?
Can I see the impact of her tears in his blood? I want to see if it's real blood or fake blood. Hifumi.
That's right.
Hifumi, you're a liar. Hifumi, you're a liar. Hifumi, you're a fucking liar. And I think that at first your lie, it was with Celeste. That picture, nothing is proving me that that robot was truly moving on that picture. Nothing is proving it to me. Celeste was really buying time to make you go on these different levels, you know, and all. I think that you were not like your fake death. It's something that you prepared with Celeste, but then something happened and one of you killed Taka. But the question is when and how. I think that it's Hifumi who killed Taka because Celeste, she has no intentions of leaving that place. She enjoys that place. And at the same time, she could be really interested by the money. For me, they both prepared all of that together. All of these jokes. Celeste because she wanted to have fun and to prove that you can have fun inside of this school. Him because he loves to write that kind of story. They created all of that together to finish with your fake death. But someone trapped them. I mean, one of them trapped the other one with Taka's death. But I don't know which one. That's my theory. For now, it's my theory. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong about that. But for now, it's my theory. Let's go.
I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything. Before I met you all.
Huh? Why? Before that, you didn't remember?
I met you all.
Ah, and we have also that mystery about the fact that Mondo, Shiro, and Leon, yes, they knew each other before. His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light. It's reaching out to me.
Like you're dying right now?
Like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember. Their name. Yasu.
You're gonna accuse Yasuhiro? How convenient! They came to the conclusion that it was him who killed both of you, and you're accusing him. How fucking convenient! Hifumi, you killed Taka because you wanted the laptop for yourself. His eyes closed, and they never opened again. What the fuck? Now he's truly dead! You're fucking kidding me! This game is just playing with me. Or maybe I'm just enjoying too much to make theories, and sometimes I'm going too far and I should wait just 2 more minutes to have people getting killed or not. Death for the second time. No, Makoto. Right there, he really died. If he really died, he really died. But you can't say that he died twice. Makoto, come on! Connect your brains. No matter how many more of Ina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. You said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Akagure. Too easy, too easy, too easy. It's not him. If I'm sure about something, it's the fact that it's not him. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So, in other words,
And with that, the case is solved. No. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi, and then going so far as to hide their bodies? A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers? Is that what hero is? No, clearly not.
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. To kill 2 of our friends?
that's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we tracked down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although, this time, it's not all that's life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble. Not at all.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. Celeste. Maybe Hifumi killed Taka and you killed Hifumi, like... It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Ah! We can begin to investigate. Cool! First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem after all the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened when the Monokuma felt cold, anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Yes, Kyoko, and Yasuhiro. Are you talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
Without doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. In fact, no, because I think that both of these attacks were not happening, not truly happened. Sakura, you're right and wrong at the same time. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
Don't be rude! I'm here to answer your question! What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
But what about if the accomplice kills the first person, and then we're killing the accomplice, then we're getting graduated. I think that it's what the killer did right there. Hifumi killed Taka, but someone killed Hifumi, the accomplice.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
You didn't think about all of that. So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then...
So are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. See. I'm right. I'm pretty sure that I'm right. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder,
Phew.
only one black ant can graduate, an accomplice gets nothing.
So, in other words,
Then we only need to figure out who that one black ant is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Well,
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
extreme!
the one true black ant who devised the murder plot and put it into action. The true black ant? So just one person.
Well now,
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the black ant. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be one black ant, an accomplice wouldn't benefit. Except if the killer killed the accomplice. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true then, Kyoko, where are you?
However...
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation. But maybe she would want to be involved into the investigation, to know what happened, that two of our friends died. But really, you're not thinking about anyone else than you guys.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. For sure, because you did it, so you want to accuse him that much. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information. I think that it's the second time now that I'm suspecting her so badly for these murders each time, like...
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect, just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack.
What?
I'm offended! You, when did you? I've been looking all over for you, master! When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. I love to make her voice. Just know that I love to make her voice a crazy voice. If I would play, you know, a roleplay game, you know, like Grand Theft Auto or stuff like that, you know, these servers online, I would play a crazy person. I would play a cray-cray person. So much.
You SOB!
Anyway, you there, milk sack swimmer girl!
Huh?
Milk sack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know? She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body. He moved himself right there.
Yep.
He walked. Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
So then...
Ina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Ina? Sure. I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway. You're not the smartest one. But you're the only favorite one that I had who is still alive, so I'm glad. Like, I really appreciate you right now, Ina.
It's all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Clearly not. Okay, we have the file as one of the truth bullets. Please consider the hammers missing. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Because the justice hammers have been designed using this as a model. Oh, but come on! Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? So I didn't imagine it! You know, I went into that classroom before we discovered Taka's body and I said that 5 hammers went missing. When we came back into that room, no, first we couldn't come back into that room, it was locked. And then when we are finally coming back into that room, I'm like, okay, only 4 of them were missing. Maybe I did a mistake the first time, I didn't count right. I was right, 5 of them were missing and 1 of them was washed because of evidences on it. Because of what? Because that one was used to kill Hifumi. All of the 4 hammers missing were in different places. 1 in the rec room for Celeste, 1 in the nurse room, the nurse office for Hifumi, 1 off into the physics lab for Taka. I can't remember where was the first one. The 4 of them were missing, so if I'm right about the accomplice killing Hifumi, Hifumi was killed with this hammer. Spotless hammer. I think that I'm right with this hammer situation. Taka never moved again, he died from a blow to the head. Justice hammer 4. Maybe I should write that, you know, the Taka. It was the physics lab, so meaning 3rd floor, and it was with Justice hammer number 4. Okay. There's a tap let out under his body. Yes, to drag him. I said that his body was dragged. We saw the marks of it into the physics lab. I said it! I fucking said it! Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? Yes, I said it! That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind where the body was moved. Yes, but first it was, and that's why Hifumi didn't die, died just here, was killed just here, because in fact his first attack was faked. His first attack, we don't have any blood on the floor. No. Hifumi was killed here. See the blood around him? Is really big body. Oh, but shut up. I mean, how on earth was a killer about to move someone so big? They didn't have to do it. He went here by himself and was killed here. From the nurse office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the 1st floor to the 3rd, and all without anyone noticing it and without anything on the floor. How the hell? It's no good, I just don't get it. You're stupid. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Ifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head, probably from Justice Hammer 3. I'm not so sure of it. Which was laying on the floor in the nurse office. Okay. So Hifumi... I'm gonna... First attack, I'm gonna say it like that. It's the nurse office. It's on the first floor. And it's Justice Hammer number 3. But for me, the second attack, it's right there on the art repository, I don't know the name, which is on the third floor. And it's gonna be with Justice Hammer number 5, the one, the wet one. Wait, something is off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something is different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. Right there, they are intact. When his body was in the nurse office, his glasses were covered with blood, okay? Right there, not anymore. Because he cleaned them himself, so he could go up there. But now they're completely clean. But yes, does that mean someone wiped his glasses off himself? Let me see his shirt. I'm pretty sure that you're gonna find a little blood on his shirt because he cleaned them. Who would do that himself and why? To be able to see. Hifumi his glasses, okay. Check his shirt. We can't check his shirt? Fuck you. Fuck. Okay, let's talk with Byakuya first. So he wasn't dead in the nurse office. No! My theory, Hifumi and Celeste. Really, I think that Celeste is involved because Celeste wanted to lose so much time, like it can't be for nothing. Hifumi lied about being attacked into the nurse office the first time and the second time. He was never attacked into the nurse office. He was not dead. He wasn't dead the first time, you know, right there. He wasn't attacked for real at all. It was a total lie. He wanted for people to believe so they wouldn't suspect him to the fact that he attacked and killed Taka. But in fact, he was trapped by the person who killed him, who discovered all of that, who maybe planned all of that with him, I don't know. Hifumi first attack into the nurse office, for me it's a lie. He really died here, into the art repository, because he came here by himself, no one took him here. That's why he cleaned his glasses. He came here by himself. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearance all happened, every one of us had an alibi. No, because you're wrong about Hifumi's first death, first attack. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiro's name, which is pretty convenient.
So, in other words...
Then there is no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? A story that Hifumi himself could have totally fabricated. Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. It's so easy to talk about the missing persons. I mean, he is kinda dumb, not that kind of dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
Hiding in there somewhere. And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But they need for you guys to find it so you could have the trial so he can get released. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. I think that it's the most elaborated murder since the beginning. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is why would they bother killing 2 people? They killed only one! And Hifumi killed Taka.
What?
Because all the rule says is if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you get found out. No.
I see.
Because the person didn't kill 2 people, the person just killed one. I see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. I made him doubt. What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? But why not? Yes? Yeah, let's look back on things. Oh, fuck, it was Makoto talking. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. True. Dining hall, at first, it was Ina, Kyoko, Makoto, and Sakura. Okay. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after, we split up. Kyoko disappeared. After that, Ina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. Ina found Celeste. 3rd floor, and with Justice Hammer 1. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. Unconscious 1 hour. I'm sorry, I need to write all of that. Dinner is served, justice soon will be, I don't know. Conscious 1 hour, so meaning that the attack should be around 7, according to Celeste. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. I mean, no! Based on the picture, a robot attacked Hifumi, but for me it's no. No one attacked anyone, and I'm not even sure that there is someone inside of that robot. It's a picture, it's not a video. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice had dragged Hifumi away. Mais no! After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, who were together, so they have an alibi for Celeste. We began searching for the costume assailant, for the first presumed attack. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. Ah! Mais Hifumi was attacked 3 times! First time in the library. So in fact, the first time it's library, second floor, with Justice Hammer second. Second time, it's the nurse office, first floor, with Justice Hammer 3. Third time, the art repository. Third floor, Justice Hammer 5. We took him to the nurse office on the first floor, okay. Not long after leaving the nurse office, presumably, Celeste saw someone. Yes, Celeste saw someone. Hifumi, first attack. Then, first floor, nurse. Celeste, see someone. And I'm really putting that like that on my notebook. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the second floor. So then second floor. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. She saw the suspect on the second floor. Again, it's Celeste who is screaming. So we are all going to the third floor. Meaning that first and second floor are without anyone into it. Hearing our screams, we quickly made our way to the third floor. Okay. Okay, third floor, okay. And then it's Hifumi screaming. And that we're gonna find into the first floor, into the nurse office, presumably dead. Split up into two groups. Celeste, Ina, Makoto, Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko. Okay. They stay on the third floor, and you're going on the first floor. Okay. Nurse office. Fake death. First fake death. Hifumi attack number 2 or Hifumi death number 1. Like, I don't know how to say it. I don't understand. Monokuma would be wrong with that? Monokuma would be wrong about announcing someone's death? Because Monokuma announced Taka's death, and Monokuma announced before that someone's death. And that someone's death would be Hifumi's death. But Hifumi didn't die here. Hifumi died later. I don't understand. When were the announces? I want to check when were the announces. Because my theory about the first announce, we thought that it was for Hifumi, but in fact maybe the first announce was for Taka. And the second announce we thought that it was for Taka, and in fact maybe it was for Hifumi. I would want to know when truly we had the announced.
However...
They were discovered their bodies right around the same time. That's why I think that in fact the timing of the announces are really important. Ah! Fuck! It was said right there. Can I rewind? Well, can I rewind? Just right there. It said, you know, about when to check, when to know someone's death and all. Because of the announcement. Can I rewind? I can't. You can look at the story. Where? F2. Eh. because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. See? Sakura, she remembers that the body discovering announcement of Hifumi, for her, she's doing it for Hifumi, right after finding Taka, because it was Taka's death that it was announcing, that first announced. I'm totally right with that. I'm fucking totally right with that. Don't even try to tell me that I'm wrong with that. The first announcement, they all think that it was for Hifumi, when in fact it was about Taka. And the second announcement, they all think that it was for Taka, when it was for Hifumi. Hifumi was not dead. Hifumi killed Taka. And then Hifumi was killed by someone else. And it's when you discovered both of their bodies into the repository that in fact you had the second announcement, or around that time, because in fact it was at that moment that Hifumi was killed by someone else. I'm fucking right with that. I'm fucking right with that. Shut the fuck up. I'm right with that. I'm right with that. I'm right with that. I'm getting way too involved. Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse office. Are you right with that? Yes, I'm right with that! And you know the truth, little losing man. I'm pretty sure that you're losing right there at me. My main suspect is still Celeste. Maybe it's someone else, but no matter what, I'm right with Hifumi killed Taka, someone killed Hifumi. Because Hifumi lied about his 2 attacks, him being dead the first time. No. Hifumi lied. Hifumi killed Taka. It's Celeste who warns you that Hifumi's body has disappeared because the girls left to go to the bathroom. Then Taka's body. The announcement is right there. Celeste coming to warning them. Hifumi body. Like really, I'm writing since the beginning, right there, since the recap, the beginning of this recap. Right there, I'm rewriting all of what they did, and right there, I have all of the attacks with all of the different places, with all of the different floors, and with all of the different hammers. And right there, it's all of the recap with the hours and with really Celeste, where she was, what did she do, and all. Like really, if I'm not suspecting Celeste, really, Celeste. Celeste sees someone. Celeste screaming. Celeste found unconscious during 1 hour. Celeste coming to warn about the body. Celeste, like, Celeste. Celeste is everywhere right there. Celeste is innocent. No. To the nurse, then to the physics labs. Boss body missing. Body missing. Bodies missing. Okay. I have no place anymore on that page. Come on. We need to stop this recap somewhere. This time, Taka's body has disappeared. Began our search for both of the bodies. Celeste told us it's into the repository. Already, Celeste, she's saying everything. She's doing all of that by herself, Celeste. Everything is normal. But at the same time, last time the game wanted me to suspect Byakuya a lot just to tell me at the end that it was not Byakuya. Is it the same thing right there? All of the students are suspecting something. The game is making me suspect someone else to reveal in fact with one new information which is gonna be said only during the trial that it's someone else.
However,
I'm sorry I didn't read all of the recap because it was stuff that we already know, so that's why I didn't read everything. Okay. What do you have to say, Ina?
So,
Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
but...
And we came right to the repository too, you know, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. Yes, I totally agree. We couldn't get inside. I agree. It was locked? Oh, Makoto, you're acting like you don't know when clearly we know we tried. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it and why is it unlocked now? Did you leave the room at some point? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. Because someone had the key to open it? There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Do we have a key here? Something? No, that it's for the hammers. Do we have a key somewhere? Ah! That it would have been cool to move the bodies. The lid doesn't have an handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. You saw it when? Into the art room? It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? Ah yes, it was right there! So clearly it was used to move Taka! I was right about the marks on the floor! Okay, look at the wheel. Blood on it. The two marks! The two marks! The two marks! See the two marks! The two marks that I saw! The two marks that I saw! That I told you that I saw! It was that! Knew it, fucking knew it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. Yes, two marks! You'll see. What's the explanation for that? Oh, but come on! Let me go to the physics lab. I'm gonna show you. Do I have something else to check here? Okay, nothing else. I'm gonna show you, Nox. I'm gonna show you! Count on me! I can show you. Only way in and out of this room. Through the door that Ina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. So the murderer, the killer, was inside? Or just Hifumi was inside? Hifumi didn't want to be discovered with Taka? But at some point he got killed. Hifumi, how? I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Ina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies, and the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Ina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. Taka was here already, Taka's body was here with Hifumi, but Hifumi, were you already dead or not? That's my question. When they were done, they unlocked it and left. When they were done. Which is why it's unlocked now. Ah, so Ina and Sakura didn't stay into that room. Okay. But Ina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. Yet it's Hifumi who locked it, who was waiting for someone else, and that someone killed him. So that certain someone... Okay, okay. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Another one? Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office where Hifumi was found, then the equipment room where Taka was found. The equipment room, because I need to show you the 2 marks, Nox. Equipment. Yes. Here! Can't you see? 2 marks! 2 marks! Right there, the 2 marks of the wheels. 2 marks. Some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. And you'll see that into the nurse's office, we have no mark of blood, you know, on the floor. If someone, you know, took Hifumi's body with him or herself, because Hifumi was walking with his little legs. I'm sorry. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Totally. Okay. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? He walked. Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. What do you have to say?
I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. What? I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event.
Okay, you have nothing else to say. The Justice Hammer, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. Yes, that is right. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Okay. Do we have something else? Ah! Yes! One of the mats, you know, taken for Taka, to take Taka. This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before and just recently too. Under Taka. But under Taka? But you're not gonna make the connection? Okay, can I check again the rec room and can I check that locker or still not? You're not gonna allow me to check that locker, right? When for me it's truly important, that locker. You're wrong, you're so wrong, Makoto. And the hammer, you're not gonna say anything about it. Pim pam poom. Maybe the library. Can I check the library once again? To have a pool. Fuck! Where is the library? To check. The library is supposed to be the first attack. The place of Hifumi's first attack. With Justice Hammer. Ah, but that's it. Where is it? With Justice Hammer number 2. Where is it? Justice Hammer number 2? No Justice Hammer number 2 anymore. Hifumi was attacked here with Justice Hammer number 2 and we don't have it anymore. We miss one hammer, guys. No one dragged him. You're there, Celeste? Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. No. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. Nope. I can't investigate the marks on the floor? Mais no, me, I want to. I can't. Oh, but fuck you. What are you investigating, Celeste? I am not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved now? When you disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Ina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. Can I ask the question to Ina about that? And when you got back, the body was gone. We could have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Ina said the same thing. He doesn't need more time, you know, Hifumi to get on his legs. Because Hifumi didn't know that Taka got killed. I mean, yes, he knew. Because for me, he killed him. Oh, but that's it, I don't know anymore. No, Hifumi was the one to hide Taka's body. So he was the one to kill Taka. No, he was the one to kill Taka. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Can I check that? There's something inside. Ah! There's something inside! It's too small to be handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. He cleaned his own glasses! And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Yes! Hifumi's favorite character. Oh, but it's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. Hifumi, his own glasses, he was alive. But who would need to do something like that? Hifumi. I haven't the slightest idea. You filthy liar. You lying, you killed Hifumi. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. It is so much. For me, it's the best clue that we have so far. Okay, the camera and the control thing. Ah, the refrigerator? There's a bunch of blood packets in here for blood transfusions, I guess. It's the blood, the fake blood that Hifumi used on himself. Hifumi used the fake blood inside of this refrigerator for himself. And maybe also Celeste with the first fake attack. Celeste never lied. Celeste lied a lot. It doesn't help though, I'm not a vampire. You're wrong, you're so wrong, it's one of the clues. How can I make him do the connection? Okay, I have to leave the area, I suppose. So, this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Iroh's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. Ah, it's what he wrote. This is the note Iroh wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow even more exciting. What are you talking about? He's dead as well! I've already repaid my debts. I don't owe you any more explanation. He's also dead. He's also dead, he's also dead, he's also dead. He's also dead. He's also dead? So he said to go to Iroh's room, but what is waiting for me here? His dead body! Wait! Hurry! Leon... Ah, regarde. The door is unlocked? I guess I can go inside. Yeah, did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. How can he have all of that? They all have so many things into their bedrooms, when me, I have nothing. And I thought that they took all of our personal items. This is Iroh's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where it even gets it all from, that's my question. But I'm asking the same question, you know, for Ina. Ina had also a lot of things into her bedrooms. I noticed it. More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. The camera is doing something really weird. Can you see the camera moving weirdly? Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something and something's made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic and plaster. Someone put them here. Someone put them here. It's all of what you need to create a robot. Someone put them here. Is this Robot Justice? And it's in Iroh's room. Pretty convenient, right? But wait. Yes, see the handwriting next to Justice Robot? It's not Iroh's handwriting. It's not him. You see it too? Thank God I'm not having a stroke. No, don't worry. The blueprints, Iroh didn't make them. It's someone else who wrote all of that. Something about them bothers me. Iroh didn't do it. Someone put that inside of his room to accuse him. I soundlessly check the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy though. How does the bathroom even get this dirty? Okay, so he's not dead, but someone is really trying to accuse him. Celeste! 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 Ah! Makoto! Big news! Big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko! Ah, cool! What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robot Justice showed up too. Robot Justice? It's Hiro wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. The wet hammer was used against Hiro to knock him up, to make him wear the costume. No, it's someone trying to put everything on Hiro, but Hiro didn't do anything. He was knocked up by someone with the wet hammer, and the costume was put on him. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. Where? Kyoko and...
I mean...
Sure, man. I have had the worst day. Hiro? Hiro?
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
Yeah, who else would I be? That's a good question. Huh? What? Why do I look like this? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Oh, come on, he's too clever for doing all of that, like really. I mean, he's too dumb to do all of that, which is really clever. Robot Justice finally made his appearance, huh? I guess Kyoko is the one that found him. I'm gonna interrogate her at the end. I'm positive that he's the suspicious individual that attacked me. No one attacked you, Major. Apparently, that ridiculous object is Hiro. I'd ask Kyoko for the details if I were you. I'm gonna do that, but first, the locker. A big locker near the pool. Another big locker which can hide the robot. Fuck you.
Right.
All of these lockers that I can't open, I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool room locker. See? Someone locked him here. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up. No, someone knocked him down, I think.
Don't be mean!
I still can't believe you kicked me! You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. Ah, but no! Kyoko, stop with the mysteries each time. I can't never mind.
It's nothing.
Never mind. Oh, your Monokuma is right, and you were talking with Monokuma, in fact.
Hey,
That's my suspicion since a long time. Since episode 1, way before Byakuya had that suspicion. More importantly, she said that, but does she have any idea that they both died? I don't think so. Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind? Ah, that also. Don't think so.
and?
First of all, Iroh, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean,
I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened, then I woke up, and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
huh? Let me out
I
of
don't know
here!
what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
You got it all wrong!
I didn't make the stupid freaking thing. No, you didn't.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Meaning that someone put it on you. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. So he can't get it in also on his own, meaning that someone put it on him. Oh, we don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Iroh out of the suit. Meaning that only the person who fabricated that suit put it on him. Took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Well, free at last! Isn't it kinda weird how perfectly the suit fits Iroh?
So then,
More to the point, nobody but Iroh would be able to wear that costume. Why are you saying more to the point? How is it more to the point? She asked a really great question. The fact that the person who created that costume created it for Iroh. Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well. How do you know? Byakuya told you? No matter what, he didn't make them. It was not his handwriting.
is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. Not to everyone, not at all. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious the one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible!
was Iroh. No. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else.
What?
Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. He doesn't know. Poor guy doesn't know that 2 people died.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake Iroh running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker? No one.
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it out for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a beat, Ina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
The person who created it created for Iroh to accuse
I'm
Iroh.
telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
Ah! Meaning that Robo Justice couldn't take Taka's body, or even more Hifumi's body, with him. If he would have that costume on him, And clearly he couldn't take it off by himself. He couldn't do it. Ina just proved that for sure Hiro didn't do it, but no one into that costume could have done it.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
It seems pretty clear that nobody like Hiro could have used that costume to take Taka and Hifumi's bodies with them. And Hifumi, no matter what, you couldn't take it with you because, in fact, he was alive, and in fact, it's him who took Taka's body with him. That's it. I'm sorry. In an huff, Ina took the suit back off again.
Ah.
Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces of the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good, the arms are too long, there's no way I can wear this.
Just a second!
See, I told you it was impossible. You are absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body. Exactly. Yes, exactly.
But...
Then, there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there is another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. Can I check all of the lockers once again? What's the heck?
Worst.
Who cares? Hiro is the only one without an alibi during this war thing anyway.
That's terrible!
Which is how we know it. We know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Okay, the costume is a clue. Okay, can I tell him now?
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I've figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed, Taka and Hifumi.
What?
2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it. No,
Please.
I did not.
Huh?
Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed...
How about that?
That's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then.
Hmm.
Taka and Hifumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right?
I'm at least
Which means
30%
Alter
right.
Ego and or Shiro must have done it. No, clearly not. But we're still missing that laptop.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please.
Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay?
I'm
telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh,
I know,
so...
that knot. Last night, someone slipped a weird knot under my door. And here is what it said. Show me the handwriting. Show me the handwriting. I found an hole. Maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else. For now, let's meet in the rec room at 1 AM. Celeste. Celeste or Hifumi told you to come. Ah ben no. So maybe they could knock you up, put your body into the locker into the rec room. That locker into the rec room was used at some point to hide the costume of the robot or to hide you. To hide you. Your body, Byakuya. No, stop, Nox. To hide you. I think that it was to hide you or the costume of the robot. But the fact that it's into the rec room where I suspect that the locker was useful. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep. No, someone knocked you out inside of the rec room, put your body inside of this locker. Or maybe the robot was inside of this locker. Then they managed to take you here. The pool is into the first floor, right? And the rec room is into the third floor. That is bothering me. How can it be to take you asleep and or into the robot costume from the first floor to the third floor? Because they needed to take that photo. No, the opposite, to take you from the third to the first. A person gave you a rendezvous into the rec room on the third floor. You were discovered on the swimming pool. The swimming pool, it's the second floor. So someone took you knocked out from the third floor to the second floor. Into or not into the costume yet, that I don't know. But really, I think that they made that picture with you inside of the costume when you were knocked out. Knockout, not knock up. Knock, knock, knock.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something, knocked you out.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
No, hold on. It could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. Ah, yes, also. But I think that really you were knocked out also at some point. Just the chemicals? Knocked out and then the chemicals.
Huh?
Because again, we have that hammer which is wet. That's why I have suspicions. Really? I told you, someone is trying to set me up. That I'm sure of it. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Show me the paper. Even if that's true, you must be one damn fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. Yes, please. With pleasure. I have it right here in my pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure. Please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? You took it, Celeste. Celeste, it's you. I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Okay. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it. No.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hiro. I wrote. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? You're right. I need to look for the second suit and that nut. Feet, don't fail me now. I guess I'd better get back to guard duty. Oh, but yes. I was gonna ask Toko Genocide Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. Second suit. Yes, he thinks that there is a second suit that someone truly wore and used, you know, to kill everyone. There is no second suit. But I think that still, by searching for the second suit, we're gonna find evidences of one suit which was at some point somewhere the suit that he had on him right there or something like that.
Makoto.
Do you have a second? I want you to help me with the investigation.
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Okay. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway...
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey.
So Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey.
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
Anyway...
We have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository, then I guess we should head that way for now. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
So then...
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokumaphile was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth, she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. So, what do you have to say?
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey.
You remember the wrist watch Taka always wore on his left hand? Yes? He did? Yes, I remember. Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? Oh boy, Kyoko! Kyoko is attacking me right there. No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch.
So then...
Take a look. Ah, it's broken? And it's broken on 1 hour, on 7 o'clock. It's broken on 7 o'clock, meaning that he was surely killed on 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock was the moment, the hour Celeste said that she was attacked during the same hour, meaning that according to Celeste, the robot who attacked her can't have attacked Taka as well. So in fact, the robot didn't attack both of them because the robot didn't attack anyone. Okay. Okay. Good job! Good job, Kyoko, good job. You just proved that Celeste lied about her attack. Sorry, Nox. It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailants. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock? Bah. Mais no! Past 6 o'clock. So before Celeste attack. Finally. But what, Nox? I'm still accusing Celeste right there. I just said that Celeste lied about her attack. But in fact, she can say that first Taka was attacked and then she was attacked. Taka death. It's at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Yes, says Ilion. Okay, so in fact it's not something against Celeste because it's way before Celeste's attack, presumed attack. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
That's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken.
In other words...
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Yes, true. Okay.
However...
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He has something into his hand. Could it be the note? Iron note? No, it can't be. It appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something right in there.
Makoto.
Can you try and pray it out? Me?
Because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? No. Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
hey,
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it? You need to find the rest of that paper.
is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Ifumi's body.
So then,
Perhaps he left us a few clues of his own. Okay, Taka's scrap of paper. Okay, let's tell me. So, did you find anything?
indeed.
I did more than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper.
That's right.
Ifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He stuffed it in his pants? So I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. Clearly. In his pants? Wait, so you... Oh, come on.
Why is
Makoto, grew up. It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down its pants, it's like... It better be important for me or I'll never forgive you for this. Okay. Okay. It's Iroh's not the person who gave Iroh that rendezvous meeting. And Taka had a piece of paper, a piece of that note. Maybe Taka surprised you, Hifumi, when you were playing with everyone. He got mad and because of that the paper got scratched during the conversation? Or not just like the one Iroh said he got? Yes, I said it's that one. It's the exact same one and it's Hifumi writing, or at least it's the same writing than the one for the blueprints. It's the same person who wrote this note and who wrote the blueprints. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out. It's the note that Iroh got.
so...
That sounds very familiar. That's it. It's the same thing Iroh said. Then he was telling us the truth.
However,
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Okay. Ah! For the meeting point, I didn't pay attention. Rec room at 1 AM, and this one, it was someone else, 6 AM. So, you gave an appointment to Hiro, and you gave an appointment to Taka somewhere else. Because you wanted to put Taka's murder on Hiro. Hiro told us that this note said to meet at 1 AM. And this one, it's the equipment room at 6 AM. And the equipment room, that's where we found Taka. Hifumi killed Taka into the equipment room at 6 AM.
is that right?
Hold on, just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. No, it was meant for Taka! Written by Hifumi.
So...
Part of it has been turned off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. Hifumi took it from Taka's hand. That's when it got destroyed, you know, ripped off. There's some meaning to part of it being ripped, yes. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey,
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
so then,
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? Wait, you didn't guess that it was the same piece of paper? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. Oh, but come on.
Hey,
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their handbooks on them, okay? So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. I never suspected that. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. Yeah. There may come a point, however, where an handbook may play a role. Into these murders? I don't think so. You don't need them. For what I think, you don't need them. The handbook may play a role, I don't think I understand. Me neither. But if you think it's important, I'd better keep it in mind.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure it out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going. Okay. Let's see for the trial. No matter what, I'm not gonna leave you now. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation and they were gathered by the red door, and as soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
Two of them! Hello! Is multiplied?
Wrong.
Not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast. It only looks like I've multiplied. Hey, can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? Whew. Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy,
You're
tough
not
crowd.
playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hey!
Then, if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the paint train in the elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, Iroh. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already, I did not do it for serious. I know, my dear, I know. That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume or the knot? We found the knot and there is no other costume. Well, no, but... How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit. No, you would love that so much, Celeste.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first, then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right, I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two that lost their lives. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka, the one who killed two of our friends, not the same person. Hifumi killed Taka, someone killed Hifumi. The killer is... someone right there. Let's go. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk towards the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the doors closed on their own and the seal box began to move. Oh, we are less and less each time into that elevator. The clanging of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. Oh, it looks different. It's blue this time. When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you. Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. I never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly face, a deadly class trial. Yep. I want to set the skills. Lost in thoughts increase the time limit for each phase effective during the class trial. Nope. Ah, but I can because now I have 15 points. Breathing technique. The focus judge recovers more quickly, effective during the non-stop debate, the Yanksman Gambit, and the bullet time battle. Ah, during all of them? Ah, but it would be great, that. And that's it. Oh, but that's it. I'm gonna take them like that. Come on, let's read. Maybe I'm not gonna read everything.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone before
Okay, we already had the explanation.
Who did it?
No.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it! You killed them!
No.
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit.
Not his handwriting.
Parts we assume were used to build it.
Placed into his room.
And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know!
Is Hiro really the killer? No! Before anything else, we have to make that clear. Okay, which one? Yasuhiro's message. Huh? Ah, okay, the message that he
Everything
received.
we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I can't remember what it is exactly, the message that you're talking
It's
about.
a conspiracy!
For me, it was the second one that I should have.
Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second!
Okay, it was the second one.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they...
No, that's wrong! Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
No.
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think I'm trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
What?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit?
It was him. But it's not him who
Is
killed
it like
things.
Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
No.
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
But it was him. And of course it passes it off to me.
So? Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
The suspicious individual in question, the one that must have been in the suit, Hiro Ina the Illuminati. It was Hiro, but not...
Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have
but
been.
that doesn't mean that he's a killer, that he did all of that.
He was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
No.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Oh, you so did it, Celeste!
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Ah, that I know.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto,
I know.
Can you tell us what they were?
The thing that were used, it must have been. But I have the dolly and the blue tarp. First the dolly.
I got it!
There's still one more thing, I know. The blue tarp.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
What's with the attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Celeste?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room.
Because someone prepared that!
Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
No.
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Oh, mais ferme ta gueule! Shut the fuck up, lady!
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Nox, I want to kill your queen. Whoa, I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean. But maybe I can change her mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. A new element has been added to the bullet time battles. Ah, which one? Let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're gonna add more ingredients to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there wasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements, right? I had a limit of time! But from now on, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Huh? Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the tab key. Just like locking on, you have to press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. What? Basically, just remember that the tab key now has a function along with the right left button. You will automatically reload at the start of fever time and your ammo will not decrease. Me what? If your action difficulty is set to gentle, no, you won't have to reload at all. Good luck and have fun. Me, I didn't understand.
You had it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies
I
will get
didn't
you
kill
nowhere.
her just once, like.
Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool.
I totally
Lies will
forgot
get you nowhere.
that I could have access to
Do
the...
your worst, you miserable wretch.
Ah, mais I need to reload! I forgot to
You
reload!
miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies
I need
will
to
get you
reload!
nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
I forgot to reload. I really don't think that we would have that moment right now.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood
Yes, I
stain
did
on
first
it.
time.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Now we have battles like that even during the trial, not at the end of it. Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much? No, she's trying to protect herself.
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
Because you can't bend when
If
you're...
you look back on how the body was
you're into that
transported,
body.
it will become immediately obvious.
Yes. What does he mean by that? You can't bend! Robo-Justice costume. You can't bend!
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well,
No!
yeah.
I
But
wanted
even
to
without a
do it.
handle,
I missed it.
All you'd
I
have
missed
to
it.
do is bend over.
No! No!
Then you could push the dolly, no problem. So the killer just crouched down
Why?
and carted the body
Why?
off to the repository.
If you accept
It's the
everything we
bending
just
thing.
said,
It's the bending thing.
then you must
I
realize
missed
that
it.
whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly be the culprit.
Sorry,
it.
I don't think I realize anything.
All you'd have to do is bend over.
No, that's wrong.
You can't bend with that costume.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle but if you were wearing that
I'm
suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I'm accelerating that.
When you're
We
in
can't
that
bend.
suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body
We're
in a
not
tarp.
hearing you, Celeste.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's also plenty no chance that the costume was taken off just to move the body because you can't get it off. You're not strong enough. You can never take it off. You can't take it off by yourself.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
I'm accelerating the memories, you know, guys, because we just played to it, so we don't need the reminder. And no matter what, he's gonna talk about it again.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hiro wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right!
So, it's really, really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hiro in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
It's a fake picture. No one is moving because it's a picture, because it's fake.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice?
Not happened.
If
Did not
whoever
happen.
was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
Did not happen, did not happen, did not happen.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
That guy hits me. It's fake! It's fake blood, it's fake attack, it's fake.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
The fact that she's really refusing the obvious truth, Nox, it's not telling you that she did it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it.
I know who did it!
Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened.
I don't think so.
I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining
Ah,
hall.
we're gonna do the same then,
Makoto,
what we
Hina,
did with you
Kyoko,
earlier.
and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
How convenient. Maybe she's lying about that also, about the hour of her attack.
That was when we
No.
saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out,
I'm sorry,
it
you're
was
gonna have
Robo
mouse.
Justice.
You're gonna have mouse sounds a little. I'm sorry for that.
It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi.
No one.
We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library.
Fake
He
attack.
was injured,
Number 2.
so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
Nah, she saw the robot when Hiro was in fact blocked into that locker in the swimming pool since entire hours.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Because you needed for Hifumi to have time to put blood on himself so he could act like he's dead, but no. You know, all of that discussion also that she had with Ina about how do I scream, how do I make a scream that you can recognize and all. Everything to lose time.
and then...
And then Hifumi was ready, with fake blood on him.
At that point, we decided to divide up into two groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect.
No, they stayed into the third floor, in which they discovered Taka's body, and because of that we had the first announcement of a dead body. You thought that it was for Hifumi when it was for Taka.
When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
No, it's because the other ones discovered Taka's body.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the third floor to let the others know what had happened.
Tell me when we had the
Meanwhile,
second
we had just
announcement.
discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
Not long after we discovered the body. It's not suspicious for you that you didn't have two announcements already? If both of the groups discovered a body, both of the groups, it was 3 people, so normally you should have had the 2 announcements at the same time, and no, you had only one. Why? Because Hifumi was not dead. And he died
And
later.
that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office.
When was the second announcement? It's what I want
But
to know.
right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
About Hifumi's body missing because she left the place with Ina for the bathroom. Hifumi get out of the nurse's office when Celeste took Ina to the bathroom. When did he got killed, Hifumi?
We rushed
When-
back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
So, both bodies disappeared.
But when we got there, we discovered the next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies.
So no second announcements yet.
And after some time,
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository.
Because she had the keys for the repository, because she found Hifumi into it with Taka dead body.
which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I'm not sure of the chronology of things. I'm pretty sure of my suspects, and I'm pretty sure that Hifumi killed Taka and she killed Hifumi, but I'm not sure of the chronology.
I think that about covers it.
I know where everyone died for real. I know who killed who, but when, I'm not sure. Why that we know. Hifumi killed Taka because of the situation with the laptop, and her, she killed Hifumi because she saw that Iroh was already the main suspect for everyone, so she saw an opportunity, and also for the money.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
No, not that much.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
It was
Rather
prepared.
than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
2 murders!
And from
Two
there,
murders.
we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
The contradiction hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them no matter what. Okay. Tell me which bullet? Monokuma foul. Ah, the bump in the head?
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
Before.
We already know what order they were killed in.
No.
Taka came last.
No.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
And what?
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
And what?
While Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
But it's so easy.
So it's obvious Taka came after.
And the foul is gonna be something to... Is gonna be something to say no? Oh, I have only 1 heart! I didn't see that I had only 1 heart. I saw that after, you know, the bullet time, I had all of my hearts back, but in fact not at all. Can I make a save? Not at all. Okay, cool. Very cool.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Okay, I was wrong. Come on, Makoto, don't scare me like that, make me think.
Shoot!
Fuck, I was wrong. I have no hearts anymore! I'm dead? They're gonna accuse me?
Is this...
Yes.
I refuse to give up yet!
Ah, at least I have all of my hearts back. Okay, and I don't have to remake all of the trail. I'm glad. So it's the first one? The first one is not good? I clicked, but I
We already
didn't
know
know.
what order they were killed in.
Me! I don't understand. I have only 2 options and I don't understand.
Shoot!
But okay, it's not the first one. We only
So,
have 2,
regarding
and I
Taka's
already
death,
tried the second one.
I want...
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
And it's not the second one. But there is only 2. Oh, did I miss one?
Shoot!
There is only 2, no?
What makes you say that?
You can
Because of the
copy a
numbering of the
bullet. Ah, mais
Justice
non,
Hammers.
mais I totally
It's
forgot
true
about
that
that.
Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3. While Taka's death came from a swing of
Oh, man, I
Justice
totally
Hammer 4.
forgot about that.
See?
They have to remind
So
me
it's
that.
obvious Taka came after.
Is it the first one to kill the second one? Is it the second one to kill to destroy the first one? But I don't know.
So, regarding
I totally
Taka's
forgot
death,
about that.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the
I think
Justice
it was the other
Hammers.
one. No?
No, that's wrong!
Cool. I'm not gonna lose another heart.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same
Clearly.
order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order,
Yep.
but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yes, we have the
Okay
watch.
then, let's see the proof.
The watch. Evidence that proves... Yes? The watch! Ah! Ah! A wristwatch, yes. Eh ben? Mais the E is not taking the E. I don't understand. Why is he not taking the E? Ah, come on. Mais I don't understand. I don't fucking understand how this thing is functioning. Right there, it's an S. Thank you. Okay. Ah, I have to do that more than once. Ah, but I finally understood. Wristwatch.
Now I understand. I got it.
Come on.
Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night... So if it wasn't broken after 6
I'm passing
last
the
night,
memories, guys.
then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official
I'm
time
just
of death.
repeating what we had earlier.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Right.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning.
She was not
which
attacked.
happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
I never did it.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed
Celeste,
around
do you have
6,
something to say?
then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
No, because he didn't die like you think.
That's right.
And where you think. Oh, I'm sorry.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
Nope.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
He was not dead during that moment.
We're all in the clear.
No!
I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something.
No.
But if that's true,
Oh, I'm
where's
sorry.
the tape?
I'm too impatient.
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
He was not killed
And it does
here.
not
You
stop
also.
There was also the moment when we discovered his body had
dying, really.
disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct?
He was alive during that moment. For you to say that, Celeste, it's pretty curious.
And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
No one did.
Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies.
Ah, that's it. You moved. You're not like Hiro did it anymore. Just like none of us did it.
On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared. So they most certainly could have done those things.
Ah no, you're back to accusing at least someone.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it. or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how.
Thank you.
In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
He walked.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said, his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another...
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is...
He was
thought
alive.
Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
We're not hearing Celeste. Like, each time that they are offering a good evidence, no Celeste anymore to answer.
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
With the body that he found into the refrigerator.
That it
The
isn't
glasses
possible.
that he cleaned. Oh, it's impossible, Celeste! Celeste, it's impossible. The idea that Hifumi was still alive. Is it really possible? Yes! What bullet? Broken wrist watch? Mais no, that it's...
Are you
Oh no,
saying
I'm
that
gonna
when
have
we first found
to
Hifumi
make
in
one.
the
Oh, and I
nurse's
have only one
office,
out!
there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And
No.
that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that?
No,
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
yes. Did I have the time to change it? Okay, I need to create my own bullet, and it's about the body's announcement. It's to say that it's Taka body's announcement. What I'm saying since a long time. But which bullet do I have to take?
One eternity later.
I already made second against 1 and 3. I just made 1 against 2, so I can make 1 against 3 if you want. And then I will have the options 3. Wait, no, 3 against 1 and 3 against 2. Like really, I can try all of the possibilities if you want. Okay, let's accelerate everything. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Are you saying that when we first
Hifumi was dead, and you know that surely you heard the body, but Hifumi is dead, and that is why the announcement...
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay, and now I said 3 against 2.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
I
there's
can't
a
remember
chance he
where
was
is
actually
number
still
2,
alive?
so I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna
No.
accelerate stuff.
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No, that's wrong.
3 against 2, like really? I
Was the
had
body
to write all of
discovery
the
announcement that
possibilities.
was made really intended for
It was 3
Hifumi?
against 2. For those of you watching the replay, you know, of this playthrough, the edited episode, I'm gonna keep that moment for all of you to have the answer. It was 3 against 2!
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right.
That we
It
already
wasn't
get
long after
that
finding his body that we heard the
1
announcement.
hour ago.
So
that
there's a good
information.
chance we made a
Oh,
mistake
you
in
just
there
made me
somewhere.
lost at least 10 minutes.
I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies
I
had
knew
been found,
that, I said
there
that
really should
earlier.
have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Whoa, Celeste, really?
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement
We
is that
had a second body discovery
it's
announcement.
only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Yes, Byakuya, Toko, and it was Sakura found Taka's body.
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
No, it was Hifumi during that moment.
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
I can't remember when it was. The second time. The second time was... No, I don't know. I truly don't know. Just after Hifumi came back to life. When both bodies were rediscovered, when Toko was found unconscious. I swear I don't know. I fucking swear I don't know. When Toko was found unconscious, where? Just after Hifumi came back to life, when both bodies were discovered. When both bodies were discovered, it seems the logical thing.
I got it!
Okay.
We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
Because we needed 3 different people, but we can't count the murderer into the 3 first. Celeste! Celeste!
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
Hifumi, because he didn't die
So
right there.
when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
The glasses!
Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada
And also the blood.
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Ready, Celeste?
Okay then. Let's take another look at the events
Oh,
surrounding
Nox is
the
not
discovery
talking
of his
anymore.
body.
I think that Nox is giving up on trying to defend Celeste.
Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Okay, the proofs. Hifumi's glasses.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned...
Oh no! I panicked. It's gonna be the sentence after that. I panicked! My fault, I
Well,
panicked.
here's one thing we do. The first time we found him, and then his body disappeared.
And the next time it was in.
But when you compare his body before being...
Other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Wrong!
That's wrong. In fact, There was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
That.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean, and the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera. And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles. From Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... what exactly?
What I'm
He
saying
cleaned
is,
his glasses.
the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
No, it was real blood from the
The fridge
refrigerator.
in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere! But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
The one that moved Taka's body, it's Hifumi.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside, which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
Taka's murderer.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
The thing that Hifumi stole from Taka, could it be where is it? That?
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
Okay, the note we know
That's
this.
the note I was telling
We
you
know it.
about. The one that told me where to go.
No, it's not the same one.
Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro, and that person could only have been...
Taka!
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right?
He studied
So whoever wrote it
from
wasn't drawing out
Taka.
TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still. Can't let her get to me. Okay. What bullet? Don't make me create it, please. Oh no! Broken whistles, Hifumi's glasses clean clothes. Huh?
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
Ah! It's gonna be the broken
Time doesn't
wristwatch.
matter. The
Okay.
note has nothing to do with TikTok.
No,
I had it.
it's wrong.
Oh. Are you still with me, guys?
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered.
I'm trying to accelerate a little, you know, so we're not gonna go to sleep at 1 a.m. I'm trying.
You've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet.
Where he was killed.
The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka...
No Celeste anymore
What was
talking.
Hifumi
And no
doing
Nox
with it?
anymore talking to defend her. Like, really, huh?
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper.
I'm sorry, Nox. I'm so sorry for you.
If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew
But you're
it!
so wrong.
It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note...
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to
Oh, you have a
explain it.
dream.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
Don't you think that he's the first murderer? Taka's murderer?
In
at least?
fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
No.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long
There is
after
someone that we're
transporting
not
Taka's
hearing
body.
talk anymore.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait,
Yes, correct.
but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Yeah.
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
An hammer, once
A
again.
weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according
The
to
wet
the
one.
Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office. and
What
equipment
about
room,
1 and
right?
2? No, 1 was still into the rec room. 2 disappeared. 2 was supposed to be into the library and we never found it. And for me, we have also 5, which is the wet one.
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Oh, you're right.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Another
Those
one.
were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then...
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
Yes, and
I don't
then
think it
they
is
cleaned
possible.
it
They were both
because it
killed with the
was
same
wet, all
kind of
that.
thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The wet one! Ah! Okay, it's gonna be like that. I thought that it would be a question. Spotless hammer. Is it the wet hammer? That? Spotless hammer?
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon?
No!
How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Oh!
Like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
Fuck. I should have continued. Spotless is clean. Ah, spotless is clean. Okay, so I need to keep that. I'm sorry, I used an art for nothing.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3?
Ah no, spotless, so it's
Maybe
not...
Justice Hammer 4?
It's not the
Well,
wet one.
Whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Because nobody moved with it. You're
Sounds like
asking
a
the
Justice Hammer
wrong
5 is
question.
about to make its appearance!
Because you did it.
Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers!
No.
And, that's about it.
No. Wait. Did I do that right? Oh fuck, so I changed that for nothing. How can I get back my first bullet? I should have used the spotless hammer at the end right there. I did a mistake, but how can I repair my mistake and erase the thing?
What was used to kill Hifumi?
Like for example, right there.
Was it
Okay.
Justice Hammer 3?
So normally at the end.
Maybe Justice...
Well, there's one. How was the culprit? How did
Shut
nobody-
up!
Sounds like a Justice Hammer! Check out murdergear.com/...
Well, one thing
Okay.
seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
Nope.
No, that's wrong. The murder...
But,
I'm sorry.
seriously? A different weapon?
I clicked too fast.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
Yes!
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him.
I'm not sure they were working together. I think that you took advantage of the situation.
The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this,
You made him do that and then you killed him. At least that's what we thought at first, but... Ah, what now? Which bullet? Spotless hammer? Oh no, I'm gonna have to make my own bullet, for sure.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive.
Okay.
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right?
Yes.
In this case, however, there were two murders.
It's the other thing.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us,
It's two murders that I have to use against Impossible.
Assuming the rule holds true.
That is how the rule...
But that only really applies if there's one murder. In this case, however, there were two murders.
Okay, and now I want the impossible and I'm gonna go for the impossible.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true.
No, that's wrong! Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking
maybe
part in a scheme.
Hifumi thought that she would kill Hiro?
There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you.
One would have killed each one someone else.
However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi.
Yep.
They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the
I
case's
didn't
events,
think of that, but you're right.
Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka.
Yep.
They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
And we saw that she managed to make him obey to her.
And then to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
No, they needed someone to create the robot thing and all. Come on! Kyoko really is amazing. Although, you're so in love. Anything about it, she's almost too amazing. Oh, well, that's it. It's almost unnatural how good she is at this. Ah, that's it! He's gonna say that she's a robot soon. Like
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
Can I target someone? One person. Okay.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
I'm targeting Celeste!
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless goddamn idiot!
Oh, she's revealing her true self!
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
The fake attacks! The fake attacks! Encountering the suspicious individual, the paper hidden inside, the screaming... the suspicious individual? They lied about
The
it?
behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo-Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
And the picture she took!
Everything they told us was a lie?
Yes.
After taking
All of
Hifumi to the
Hifumi's
nurse's
attacks,
office, we all
her
began our
attack.
search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
Yeah, she saw a shadow.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all
Yes,
to
it
the
was with
physics lab
Hifumi's
up on
camera.
the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
That she asked to take with her.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Yes. She saw someone else again.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab,
To the third
it
floor.
was time for her partner to get to work.
To prepare his fake first death.
It
You're
was
not
to
even
get us to
mentioning
divide
the
into two
questions
groups.
about how to scream.
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Okay, the memories. Let's go.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Ah, the fake screams. It was not to lose time. It was to signal Hifumi. Ah, okay.
It was your way of telling him, we are on the third floor. Everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
Yeah.
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
Okay, what?
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our mind.
Oh, she's not saying anything anymore.
Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must be really enjoying the sight of us standing around. Just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the
She
equipment
didn't know
room.
yet.
Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office.
She didn't know yet. I said it
Now,
during that
the
moment
entire
that they
time
didn't
we
have
were
the
together,
time
none
to
of us
tell her.
said anything about Taka being dead.
See? I said it.
Think
I knew
about
it.
it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Doesn't make sense, but what is he alluding to? Ah, again? Ah! I'm gonna have to change it again to make my own bullet.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here.
No.
We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
Those guys.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Aimé? Mais...
Shoot!
What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I had the right thing, which was wrong into what she said. And maybe I didn't aim it at the right thing? I need to find the sentence which is gonna contradict something else. I think that it's really what she said right there that I need to use as a bullet.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Or maybe it's so strange on those guys that I need to use.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be.
We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those.
Okay, it was
No,
that.
that's wrong.
Come on,
That's
we're
right.
almost at the end. I can
There's
feel
no
it.
reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
Fake.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It's a fake one!
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on. And then she used the camera's timer to...
No, it was a
set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Because you were working together!
Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Come on, let me choose. Hifumi and Celeste had been drinking, are dancing. Hifumi is dragging the suspect away. Wait, what? Hifumi and the suspect had been drinking? No, Hifumi and the suspect are dancing? Hifumi is dragging the suspect away. The third one?
I got it!
Okay.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
It does look kind of happy. Exhausted.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
Because he was dragging him away.
The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around.
In fact, it was
And the
part of
strange
our
costume
plan to
might
take that
only
photo, but
exist
I'm not
to
sure
lead us
that it was
astray
part
even
of
farther.
Hifumi's plan.
If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate
Talk better to my crush! Ah. What now? Robot Justice costume, Shuiro's message. Robot Justice blueprints. We never use them. I think that it's gonna be this one.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
Okay, so it's not the blueprints for sure, because the blueprints can't be useful for anything into this discussion. Show me.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out!
So it's the costume.
Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous.
How the costume can
As
help?
you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Oh,
no!
I had it right, but I don't know why. Yes, it couldn't bend.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand
But we
up like
used that argument earlier, so
because that Robo
I don't think
Justice
that
suit
we
had a
would
certain
use it
characteristic.
Okay, can't bend.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Who are you supposed to kill, Celeste?
Well then,
Hiro
I
or someone
suppose
else?
this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Oh, really? She's another person.
Celeste? Clearly! You want to cram me into your little guilty box? Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Because he thought that he would survive and just it was to
When we
continue with
asked
your
him
life.
who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Oh, she's losing her mind.
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Is it our real name?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He said people's last name. He said for serious a lot. He gave everyone nicknames. I don't remember. The last name?
I got it!
It's our
That's
last
right.
name?
Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was
It's
trying
our
to
last
tell us
name.
the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name
We
he
never
said
knew
doesn't
our last
apply
name.
to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
How
What
did you know?
did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on!
She's losing her nerves so much.
Idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I?
Are you still in love with her, Nox? When she looks like that?
What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Your real one? Ah! I know it's still an argument. I thought that it would be bullet time. Ian books that hammer Yasuhiro's message. The handbook?
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is...
Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
Yeah!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Show us your handbook?
That's it! The hand...
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
You know, I'm thinking we still have the resume to do and then the bullet time battle. Come on! We're gonna finish at 1 hour. I knew
So
that it
all
would
we
last
have
for
to
2
do
hours
is
this
check our
year.
handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please. Just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again. From the beginning.
The resume time.
And that'll bring everything to an end.
Okay. The resume. Hifumi meets the culprit. Okay. What do they do together? Hifumi meets the culprit and what? And what? Hammer 2, hammer... but that poster, we're not gonna use it. Hammer 3, hammer 4, a bag. Hifumi taking care of the body. Blood on the hammer. That ball, it was for the first trial. Hero, hammer 2. Hifumi, the photo. 1 hour at the morning. 7 hours. Chips? Oh, I don't know. 1 hour maybe? I don't understand. Ah, no. 1 hour, it's for the meeting right there. So it's not this one. This one is right there. 1 hour, they are meeting together. And they are meeting together. They are meeting together and when they are meeting together, I don't understand, maybe this one. Okay, you're putting the costume on him. When you're putting the costume on him, you're taking the picture. Okay, Act 3. Now, Act 3, it's... Act 3? It's 6 o'clock when you're killing him. It's 6 o'clock when you're killing him. Why 7? Why do I have a 7 thing right there? I don't understand why the 7. This one is going into that place? I don't understand. Okay, you're killing Taka. You're killing Taka. You're pushing the trolley. Act 4, you're all seeing the picture. You're all going to the library where Taka was supposedly attacked. And attacked into the library. It's Justice Hammer number 2 in the library. This one. Right? I don't understand the hours that we have and all. I really don't understand. Nurse office is putting blood on himself with Justice Hammer number 3. Ah! It's right there that in fact you're putting Taka on that thing. Ah, so it was not there. What did you do here with Taka? I don't understand. Okay, so right there. Ah, with Taka, it's the hammer. The hammer for Taka, it's number 4. Okay. Number 2. Right there, taking care of Taka's body, it's this one. And at the end, you're being killed by someone, by the culprit, and there is blood on that one. That's... The poster, it was for the other trial. That it was for the other trial. And we just have the chips, him being like that, and the hour. I'm sure, almost sure of this one. I'm sure of this one. I'm sure of Hammer 3. Wait. Hammer 3, it was at the nurse office. So yes, I'm sure of Hammer 3. I'm sure of Hammer 2, it was the library. I'm sure of Hammer 4, which was for Taka. This one, I'm not sure of it. This one about waiting for Taka here. I don't understand this one. And I'm not sure also of... Ah, but I didn't place anything at the first one. That one? Because you have your bag on you and you're in front of her. I have hesitations for two of them. For this one and for this one. But I can't really see what else can it be because the chips doesn't help. And the hour, it's 7 o'clock. And 7 o'clock, it's not functioning for that. Because that, you had told him to meet at 6 o'clock. Not 7. Well,
the killer is you! Before anything, the killer persuaded...
I'm just checking if it's functioning. Come on, we need to accelerate. Okay, this one was right.
First, they convinced someone to meet them.
Okay, this one was right.
That someone, the murderous.
That I'm sure of it. It's really the next one that I'm not sure of it.
Next,
602. Yes, but right there it was 7, so it's not functioning. It was killed at 6,
just to
so I couldn't place 7 for the alarm clock.
When they were done with him.
Oh, fuck. So it was not this one. It was the hour, but for me the hour was not functioning. He was killed at 6 o'clock, so I can't put the 7 o'clock. This one. This one, it's 7. It can't function, this one. But at the same time, now there is no other possibility. Okay, this one. But I don't understand why.
You!
I don't understand why.
And then finally, at 6 a.m.
But it's not 6
a.m. The murder phase of their plan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7. It's 7, 12.
They called Taka to the equipment room.
7. I don't understand.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
I didn't look it right. Oh, I'm sorry.
The murder weapon was just his hammer. The reason hammer...
I'm sure of my hammers. I wrote them all.
First fake there. They wanted to the second fake in. This time, with these, that the suspect, we fell right into their trap.
Come on. The hammers, I have them right because really, I knew them by heart.
Wow, we did. This was.
I wrote them. Hey, accelerate. I know. Hey.
He let out a scream. Meanwhile,
I know that I'm right. Come on, bullet time, and then Celeste death. Nox, I'm sorry, I'm gonna accelerate just to see your lady dying.
Their plan all along, and they did it. That should cover every.
Okay, but are we gonna have another bullet time? Because in fact, we had one during this trial.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words?
And see, little losing man, I suspected her really early and I knew that she faked everything. That I guessed it really early. But the chronology of things, I was bothered by it during a long moment.
They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor.
To be fair, until we knew the murderer was framed, it could have been anyone, but the fact that Celeste was pushing too hard on Yasuhiro, it's Yasuhiro, was what made her suspicious. No. Oh, Nox! Oh, but Nox, really? Nox, I suspected her since the beginning. She pushed her. She was a bad actress since the beginning. Losing time, screaming for really no reason. She was the only one who saw the robot. Like, really? Since the beginning, she was a bad actress.
I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
But no one framed anyone. I don't know why you're saying framed. No one framed anyone. They fabricated that together. No one framed anyone. They said together, me, I'm gonna kill that person. You're gonna kill that person. So we're gonna put all of the blame on someone else, and the two of us, we're gonna get free.
Keiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
They try to frame the fortune teller.
Interesting.
Yes. How are you gonna die? So no bullet time. We played the bullet time during the episode. Okay. I mean during the trial. Cool. Cool. I did better.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or,
oh
no.
She's gonna be killed out.
I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
How do you think that she's gonna be killed? We had the moto, we had the baseball, but her, it's what exactly her thing? It's the fact that she's a gambler, it's the fact that her look, you know, like...
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Gambler. She was the ultimate gambler. A casino situation? Gambler. And we have a winner! It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the worst thinking scheme was Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro. Taiko?
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake, after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure he relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree, see?
So then...
Did you use, you know? I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice,
Indeed.
I used her. He used Shiro. She used Shiro. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name. So we're gonna find the laptop into your bedroom. It was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean? Is she talking about alter ego? Oh, but at least you're still helping us by not saying his name, the name of the laptop, you know.
Say what?
Mention the laptop.
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words...
Then you're the one that stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with? I see, she manipulated him. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. How can they have all of that into their rooms when us, we have nothing?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you, Alan. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What? Are you okay
It was
with this?
Taka. He stole it. Oh, you put the blame on him?
So then...
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? I found the use for the digital camera. I taken you know what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it here. I deleted the picture as soon as I shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You're correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
As for me...
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh,
As for me...
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me. You lied about that, Celeste.
What?
And he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime. An absolute crime. I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but...
Say what?
I never imagined he would go that far. It was amazing how completely he bought him. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
Most unfortunate.
Wait, please, if you go now, you will be playing right into his hands.
Actually...
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Taka is going to try to kill you.
Indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself.
Honestly.
Can we allow him continue with these barbaric acts?
I swear
I have to save her!
Actually...
Then would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. Oh, that's it. Okay. The plan, all of that. You offered him that plan. Blah, 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 blah. He accepted it. It was okay to kill Taka. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem.
I see.
I have another question for you. What that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
Indeed.
Yep. It was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body side. I had no idea to make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place. Blah 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 blah. Why did you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid.
Let's see...
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectations. Oh, she's so rough with that. Life must have been tough on your parents. I feel like I could cry.
Well.
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? She didn't explain that. Oh, but come on, Sakura, connect the dots. After I did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. Okay. The plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. Okay. Come on! Die! I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. Die! That's it. We know all of the truth. We know everything that happened. Die! He believed it.
So in the
end. Come on, die!
Don't be mean!
I wonder about that.
Why?
What made you take things this far? For money?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been to escape. Ah, but that's it. In fact, you didn't love to stay here, in fact?
But...
You little bitch!
Obviously, that was a lie!
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I ate it from day one. More than anyone else here.
You little
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. Oh, she looks so great like that. So great.
This is fine.
Accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
What was your dream? In the underground of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me...
And it was all for that dream. What was
Isn't
the dream?
it wonderful?
To live in a European castle? A castle? Ah, okay. Already. And to gather on some men from all over the world to serve as my butlers / bodyguards. Nox, you could have been one of these guys. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. My heart is broken. I thought that you would say my heart will go on, like always. That's what life is all about. Yes, $10 million would have helped you for your dream.
There is nothing to be done.
Hey, come on!
Just the
Kill, get killed! Nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing. Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay, you have no values. Okay. Hey! She's not scared of dying. My ability to lie is unraveled and I take pride in that. Yes, she's afraid of dying, but she's lying about it. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes,
that's
indeed.
right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. You're lying about that, but also to yourself. If I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice,
isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Hey.
You just get executed again. True. Celeste smiled then, and when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could for her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak first smile, it's what betrayed her.
Chills!
Hey!
Now then,
What?
let's
get
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What?
I think that it's where she put the computer. At least you're nice with it. You're not saying the truth to Monokuma, and you're giving that key, so you're giving us a chance to escape.
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone.
Which is why what?
Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Maybe all of that is just a simulation, a test to enter into that elite score. It's a possibility, huh? Nothing right there is for real. How is she gonna die? Ah, a castle? A fake castle? A lot of Monokuma watching? The burning of the Versailles witch? You're gonna burn her? Mais non. Oh no, she deserves better than just a little burning moment. But come on. And Marie Antoinette, she didn't die like that, you know. Right there, it's more Jeanne d'Arc than Marie Antoinette. It's Jeanne d'Arc style, but not Marie Antoinette style. I know. I don't know. Bye-bye, girl. Huh? She's getting saved? Ah no, killed by the fireman truck? I'm not sure they are really good, these firemen. That's it? The end? She's dead. It's over. Yes, it's over. Let's go to sleep. The third execution is over. Yes, it is. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her. But I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend. All of them. And for him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't get free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
But okay, let's go to bed. Let's go to bed, guys. Let's go to bed.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.